So, the media and memory can be quite a funny thing. And this is exactly two things that we hit on in Walter Martin's Teleforum. Teleforum is a found footage styled horror game exploring the unknown side of media. You're visiting a widow's apartment to conduct an interview about her husband's death. But that's not the main reason why you're here. It's all about the tape, isn't it? This has overwhelmingly positive reviews as well as very positive reviews. It came out October 19th, 2023 by Monumental Collab and Critical Reflex. And it's free on Steam, so if you like what you see, feel free to check it out for yourself. Also, make sure to follow Monumental Collab and Critical Reflex as you can see all the games that are coming out under them on Steam. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into Teleforum. Walter Martin's Teleforum. I love, too, that right off the bat, as soon as the information shows on the developer and stuff like that, it's all based on the theme. Like, how it's shown is based on the theme of the game, which I really appreciate. Yeah, free game on Steam. I'm liking the vibe. I like the music and the sort of ambient noises. Just slightly unnerving, unsettling. It sticks with the visual theme from the very beginning. There's a gallery, so there are things you can unlock. Juliana. Now remember names. Juliana. Or Juliana? Okay, this is the right building. Hey, you got the camera on. On? Now? Yeah, it's best to have as much material as possible. We can edit it all later. We want the 6th floor. Can you get the button? What is it? You look like you have something to say. Don't you think it's wrong to bother a widow? I was just thinking about what happened. Did you get authorization for this? What happened? It was bizarre. You didn't see it, did you? They just told me how it happened. What he used to... Well, you know. You're lucky. I wish I hadn't seen it. So we are a cameraman. We're working with Juliana from a newsroom, and we're going to see a widow of a person who worked at our news station who had died. But the cause is a bit shaky. You heard it right. He gave Celso a VHS tape. The VT operator? Right. Celso was supposed to broadcast a tape, but he couldn't. Technical issues. Then, bam, it happened. Oh, we're here. Come on. This game visually looks very good. Okay, we're going to apartment 608. Easy to remember. So, Juliana, apartment 608. There's 608 right there. I think it's that apartment just ahead. Here we are. Now, let's get ready, shall we? You can film her getting the door and all that. So, should I knock on the door, ring the bell? What'll look better on video? Wonder if she's up to talking to strangers right now. Hope the camera doesn't act up during the interview. It's interesting that you get varying choices of what to say. If she isn't, she will be now. Let me try again. Is she even home? Say, did you work with Walter for long? Wonder if she won't see us. Did you work with Walter for long? Some, 4 years. This hit me hard too, you know? I want to do something for him. And take advantage of the situation in the process. Sure, he'd say I'm demonstrating a sharp sense of opportunity. I mean, third time's the charm. What do you want? Her name is Adriana. So Adriana Juliana, apartment 608. Hi, Mrs. Martins. We're from Channel 8. We came to give you our condolences. Do you really need a video camera for that? We're making a special program about Walter. An homage, a kind of retrospective, you see. He worked at the station for so long. So we wanted to talk to you about him, about what happened. Right. Fine, come in. Might be good to talk about it. Quick thinker, huh? Homage? Can't believe she bought that. Why not? We can edit it later. Right now, we need the raw material. Come on, before she changes her mind. Juliana's a douchebag. Thank you again for welcoming us, Mrs. Martins. I really like the photos picked. I think those are really nice. I really like the music. It's really interesting. Weirdly calm, but weird at the same time. Like, it feels like something's off. Silver here will film our conversation, okay? Will he now? I'll have to think about that. What? Would you like to drink anything? Tea? Coffee? Oh, I never refuse a cup of coffee. I'll go make some. She pulled a fast one on you, huh? Forget that. Let's snoop around while we have the chance. Make sure to get anything that catches your eye on camera. We're surrounded by material here. Look at these certificates. Journalism degree from UFRGS, specialization in communication. Walter was well educated. I think Mrs. Martins is just the same. What a waste. It would be a shame if we only had shots of the same wall. So look around the whole room here, okay? Look at this photo. Some scenery? Not a very appealing scenery, plus it's out of focus. This photo has a story behind it, I can feel it. Might ask her about it during the interview. Look at this headline. The tragic passing of Walter Martins. So it's made the news already. I'm surprised she actually kept the paper. They moved fast to cover this one. She won't have peace for a while. I'm surprised she actually kept the paper. Me too. I guess people have different ways of mourning. Look, a daily trophy. Oh, right, Walter got one of an article he wrote back in the 70s. The station's owner thought this would make us stand out more, but it didn't happen. Local stations have zero chances against the big ones. I think they even had a lobby going on to hush this out. Hey, I can hear her putting water in the filter. She'll be back soon. Check out all you can now. I like the fact that you can zoom in on stuff and get a little bit more exposition. I think that's a really nice touch as well. Hey, that TV shot looks good. Something funny about this TV. I think there was a lightning strike nearby the other day. Might have messed it up. Actually, pretty sure it happened the same day that Walter... Well, you know. Is it gonna rain today? Hardly. Rooster says otherwise, look. And these roosters never get it right. Guess we can use this tank to set the mood. What the fuck? Oh, the dog. Good one. We had a nice shot of gunpowder. Walter even carried the dog's picture in his wallet. He showed it around as if it were a photo of his son. I remember Walter bought this raincoat to cover a story. Some lake where it rains a lot or something. Right. The image got stuck in my head because he just vanished inside the thing. Remember he got cheated out of some 500 cruzeiros for an oversized coat. He looked ridiculous in it, but he paid so much for the damn coat, he just had to wear it. Poor guy. Coffee's almost done. Will you have one? Yes, thank you. Be my guest. Took some freelancer fuel. Nice. She makes it too hot. So did you think it over? I did. Let's get this done with. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? When do you think my collection's complete? God. Great, we'll begin shortly. Let's shoot the interview on that chair, Silva. Ready? No, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1. We're here with Mrs. Adriana Martins, wife of Walter Martins, our dear colleague who left us so abruptly. She agreed to give us an interview during these most trying of times. The house itself really tells a story about how you two lived. You have a rather peculiar picture in your living room. Ah, that was the first picture I took with the two of us. I put the camera on a tripod and set it up to take our picture. Then, this lapwing showed up out of nowhere. I think we were too close to its nest. The bird got furious and attacked the camera right when it took the picture, then it attacked us. That was the result, a portrait neither of us appear in, from yours truly, the great photographer. He found it so funny we had it framed. He used to find it funny too. You two are quite well educated, aren't you? Yeah, you could say so. I studied quite a bit. History, theater. Theater? I met Walter at an eloquence workshop. I used to help him out. Can you believe he had a speech impediment? Bad diction. Nobody notices it today. His articulated speech, that was my gift. But not mine, clearly. What's been getting you through these difficult times? Well, gunpowder here helped me more than anything else. The dog. Of course. He's been quite sad. He knows something's amiss. He misses Walter. At least taking care of him has taken my mind off things. Let's see, the award in the living room. The television seems strange. Award in the living room. Walter was a very high caliber professional working at a small station. Would you like to comment on that? He felt he had less problems with higher-ups when working at a smaller station. He could suggest topics, be more hands-on. He also believed in keeping local stations alive. He lived well. He wasn't an ambitious man, not in that sense. He was a good man. Look, I'm sorry, I don't think I can keep going. Of course, Mrs. Martins. We have enough material already. He was so different, so nervous. I never expected him to... No one expected that, Mrs. Martins. I still can't even imagine Walter handling a gun. Gun? What gun? Walter never had a gun. The gun. The one he used during the show's broadcast. He did not use a gun. I know it was horrible, but I saw it when he pulled the trigger. That's what Ferreira? That's what Ferreira told you back at the station, right? Now, I was told he took poison. I was told he used a knife. I was told he hanged himself. Knife? What? How can that be? My God. I knew it. Ever since he got that damn tape. The tape he tried to broadcast? Kelso examined the tape back at the studio. I think the film was burned, something like that. That wasn't the tape, not the original one. That was a copy. Seriously? Do you still have the original one? Yes, here. I don't know what he saw in this thing, and I don't know where he got it from. Walter made me swear to never watch it. He only watched it when I wasn't home, or in the small hours of the morning. You want to watch it, don't you? For your show. Look, I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm too tired to try to change your mind. I'm going outside for a smoke. I don't even want to hear this thing. He is missed. I'm sorry. This is it. We have quite the story here. You look like you've seen a ghost. You'll stay, right? Yeah, I just got to see what the hell's going on here. Are you crazy? I'm out. Peace out, A-Town. I'm done. You know, we got to see what the hell's on this tape. I knew I made the right decision in bringing you with me. Okay, this is how we'll do it. You film me as I watch the thing. We'll have more takes that way. We can insert the tape's content in the video during editing. You're lacking common sense. Don't. Right, let's make some room here. All right, let's begin. Let's get my first impressions on film. We can fix it all on editing later. There, I'll press play. What is this place? I don't recognize this building. These symbols, I can almost... Do they mean anything to you? Looking at them makes my head hurt. I feel like I can almost understand them. Gives me deja vu. Head hurt. Me, it's the eyes. Oh, it changed. Good. So he did go inside the building. What is this place? Looks like a prison, looks like a shopping mall, looks like a museum, looks like a school. Are those classrooms? Why do their clothes look so much like my high school uniform? He's just walking by everything. What sort of building is this? It's way too long. Look, there's someone up ahead. That guy, he looks... Did you get that? Yeah, I got that we turned this channel into an ASMR channel. So I can't tell if it's someone's whispering and then they are running it backwards. I'll turn up the volume. Hard. Take my hand, we'll take a walk, get to zero inside the Lost Ark. I'll buy you the sky. Sounds like it mentions someone named Oscar. It's all I get. No, I can't hear anything about an Oscar. I can't understand a damn thing. Let me turn up the volume one more time. No, please don't. Hey, you okay? I don't know why, but that noise, that media noise, the ee, that has always put me on edge. We'll be right back after this message. Commercial break. Interesting. Okay, we're in the right building. Is the camera on? On now? Let me remove the lens cover. Okay, hurry up. Her name's different. Do you see it? It's not with two N's. Let me get the button. 6th floor, apartment 608. And we're reliving the same day, but it's slightly different now. You look like you've seen a ghost. Guess I'm just nervous. Just some deja vu. I think our picture's slightly different too, isn't it? Alright, let's get to the 608 already. Ah, there's the apartment. Finally. I'll do the talking. She seems like a little more assertive, a little more aggressive. Good evening. We're from Channel 8. We came to talk to you about what happened. You don't mind if we record this, right? You want to talk about Walter, right? The recent events? Everything's stuck in your throat, isn't it? Come in. It might be good to talk to someone. Hey, aren't you coming on a little too strong? There's something off here. Are you asking about the tape? Something off here. Yeah, there is. That's what we'll find out. Come on, get in. Damn, all right. Shit. Juliana. It lies just beyond the edge of your consciousness. Tough luck. Something's off. We're about to begin. Will you have anything? Tea? Coffee? No, thanks. Well, I'll go make something anyway. No, let's just... God damn it. We'll have to wait for her. I'll have a look around here. Yeah, whatever. Huh, gunpowder's a little off. Not actually on the ground anymore. Hey, Gunpowder. He seems a little nervous, uneasy. Or is he afraid? I'd be afraid, Julie. Too. Look at all these certificates. Walter wasn't a complete dumbass, unlike some people back at the studio. Jesus. But I don't recognize any of these institutions. So many books. Huh. There's one missing. Oh, instead of flowers, now it's a bird? Walter Martin's Teleforum. Something about this TV set just gives me the creeps. Right? There's something there. Hey, there's a weird thing hanging above the front door. Look. Go there and take it off. The fuck? No, I'm going to ignore your ass. I think Mrs. Martin's painted this one. Anything else here? So many books. Did Walter read a lot? He did. How weird, these books. They're all the same volume. There. All right, let's get to the point. Walter took a tape to the studio, but it wasn't the original one, was it? The original is here with you. How do you know that? We examined the one we had from him. I want to see the original. Well, yes, I have it here. Do you know where he found this tape? Is this why you came here? Had I known, I wouldn't have opened the door. Here, take it. I don't want to see this thing. I'll go have a smoke outside. Tell me when you're done. But you won't. You will. Let her be. Do you want to shoot a video of the tape? Hey, she's a widow. What's gotten into you? I don't have time for this, but fine. Yeah, you're right. This whole thing is making me antsy. You know what? Why don't you go check up on her? Even better, interview her. You always wanted to do that, right? Here's your chance. See if she's up to answering some questions about the origin of this tape. Oh, there she is. What's the smell? It's not the cigarette. No, focus. If I do a good job, I can help Miss Martins feel a little better. Might get new opportunities. It'll probably change nothing, but I still want to do it. Make her feel better. That's what I want to believe, at least. Mrs. Martins? What is it? You have a very nice silhouette. Anyone ever tell you that? Oh, there you go. Are you done? Not yet. Juliana's watching the tape. Meanwhile, I want to ask you some questions. For your program. Shouldn't the girl be asking the questions? Actually, I got worried about you, ma'am. I've seen many people like that girl in this line of work. Because of Walter. People who stop at nothing, eh? Fine. Let's do the interview of yours. You better think very carefully about these questions of yours. My head's about to burst. How are you doing? Terrible. I haven't slept since, Maybe I should have seen it coming. The atmosphere at home changed ever since that tape showed up. He would watch it many times a day, locked up in the room. He'd say he'd almost get it, but never showed me anything. He never showed it to me. Why did he make a copy? Why did you keep the tape? Why did you keep the tape? I have no idea why I kept the thing. I should have burned it, crushed it with a hammer, but I couldn't. I think I see him when I look at the tape, Just thinking about that girl alone in my living room watching that thing makes my skin crawl. Say, why is she so interested in that tape? Because it's an important piece of this case. Yes, I could see the greed on your colleague's eyes when she asked for the tape. To be honest, I thought you'd ask questions about Walter. He was your coworker, no? That was the plan. Was it? Really? Don't you think that colleague of yours is acting a little strange? I could swear I've seen her before. To be honest, I have a feeling I've seen you before as well. Maybe I've seen her at the studio, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I haven't been working there for long. Maybe that's why you don't seem to be like her. Not yet, anyway. Me? Yes. Why are you in this anyway? Well, this is my job. I don't get to pick my tasks. Can we conclude the interview first? So you choose to admit yourself, right? No. I shouldn't blame you. You're not at fault. Not really. I get it. I get the idea of moving up the ladder, the allure of a sensationalist piece of news. You can see it too, can't you? Nothing good came from this tape, from this whole thing. Really didn't cause anything positive until now. That's precisely why we need to investigate. Do we really need to? Is it really the search for truth that's motivating this story you're working on? Or is it something else? If it is something else, then it wouldn't be right. I'm not sure right is the concept we're looking for. What I do know is that you two being here is making me apprehensive. I don't want to ignore this feeling. To be honest, I've been questioning how things have been progressing. I can't just not do my job. I think it's best that we end this here. I think, to be honest, I've been questioning how things have been progressing. Well, I don't want this story to be broadcast. I'm telling you quite plainly. Drop the camera. You serious? You could tell him the crazy old lady clawed at you. I don't care. Here. A little push out the window. But I can't do that. RW, rewind 01. Like a tunnel and then some random other flashes? Do you understand? Caught something at the end of Act 2. So it seems like we're groundhogging this whole thing. And they're different acts because they're slightly different. Oh, I think we're seeing Walter maybe? In the back there? reached the apartment. Now we're going up the stairs. The apartment. Which apartment? The apartment's number stays in your mind. Yes, that was it, 608. It's someone else with me. Juliana. How could I forget her? Your colleague's name stays in your mind. Each step makes it harder to remember. This almost feels like a weird sort of Backrooms style vibe. That tape. What I saw in it, I watched an unrecorded nightmare, was seeing and forgetting the name of what I saw. I saw the past of a future that never happened. I watched an unrecorded nightmare, and it was not recorded. Can I ever awake from it? The apartment, she stayed there. It's not the 6th floor anymore. Better record everything. Everything can be used. I need to go on. Is this the right way? This sounds... Do I really want to follow it? What is this door? Is this where she was? Hell no. The door won't budge. But there's a grate. I don't want to see what's in there. I need to see what's in there. Oh, is that Juliana? Oh, shit. That woman. That woman, do I know her? Why am I tearing up like this? It's no use. There's nothing else I can do here. Weird smell here. Where did I smell this before? Gunpowder? What happened here? Why is the dog here? Where's your owner, Loyal boy, where is he now? Hey, Gunpowder, where's your owner? Am I imagining things? Or is the dog avoiding the apartment? Oh no, not now, come on. Ugh. Gunpowder! Come back here. What's gotten into him? He just dashed down the hall. Huh. Looks like he was lying on top of some note. Go after Gunpowder, inspect the note. It's a note. I've had it and did what I shouldn't. Now I have an unending nightmare in my brain. An endless loop with no chance of escape. And what scares me the most? It's not much worse than the life I left behind. If anyone reads this, don't leave Gunpowder alone. She also... these letters are giving me vertigo. Wait, the dog. Where did he go to? Gunpowder? I'm going inside. I'm going, I need to. Am I going inside, really? Really? I will. I just noticed it now. And it's awful. The camera carries me. Not the other way around. I can't even tell when this started. Perhaps a long time ago. Maybe when I submitted my application. Gunpowder? I'm going in. I'm going in. Oh. Reach the question mark apartment. It's not the apartment anymore. Ooh, the TV's cracked. Oh, there we go. It looks like there's another TV going on at the very end where the kitchen was, and the dog is there. No chair here. It's not anymore watched.
Caros telespectadores, boa noite. Hoje nós teremos uma transmissão especial do nosso programa. Possivelmente a minha última. E com ela trago um comunicado a fazer para todos vocês. Descobri algo nas últimas semanas que tem me assombrado desde então. Palavras não serão o bastante para descrever o que descobri. Portanto, eu vou precisar mostrar.
I'll have it to show it to you, and there's a chance that this will haunt you as much as it's haunted me.
Mas a minha profissão,
However, my profession, my work during all these years has been to reveal the truth. If we want to be free, I need you all to know what I'm about to show you. In order to do this, I ask that all of you correctly tune in your TV sets. Do not cross your legs, this is important, but stay at ease with a straight spine and watch carefully. This is Walter during the broadcast. Interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips unlocked so far, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go to really tell the full story, it looks like. What is this one? That time will come, I remember that story.
We had a chance to speak with the mother. Do you personally believe that there's something sinister hiding in there? No, of course not. People love ghost stories, but in the end, they're just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories.
Mercy alert. High chance of blah blah. For more information. Interesting. That seems to tie in to their next game, which is Drowned Lake. And I'm curious on if they're within the same world, or if that's just a neat way of them sort of promoting their next game. Intriguing for sure. But there are still things to unlock here. So let's see what we can do. That's under gallery. And then now instead of play, it's rewind. So we can make different choices and unlock more of those cinematics. Everyone loves a rerun. Be kind, rewind. Oh, we're getting Juliana with the 2 ends. Her photo looks different once again. I feel like this is the 3rd different photo. She looks like more manic. Okay, this is the right building. Hey, you got the camera on. It's like opening your eyes. What? This is a new choice. Thought I had it on. Let's do this one. The camera, the mic, they become part of us. What? Huh? I don't know why I said that. I need to catch up on my sleep. I dropped the smokes, but moved on to coffee. All right, let's focus on doing this well and quickly, all right? We want the 6th floor. Can you get the button? Okay, now she wants us to get the button. What is it? You look like you have something to say. I'm just thinking about what happened. Don't you think it's wrong to bother a widow? Did you get the authorization for this? Authorization? What are you talking about? They never approve sensationalist stories like this. You need to hand them the complete material, get it? If it's already done, it's harder for them to refuse it. It was bizarre. You didn't see it, did you? No, they just told me what happened. How it happened. What he used... Well, you know. You're lucky. I wish I hadn't seen it. Now we're going to go to the light side. Let's check this out. I don't think it's this way. I think we can get a nice take by the window. We haven't gone this route anyway, so might as well. You're right. You have a good eye. Something's bleeding through. Did you see that? Someone's been coming here for a smoke. See the ashtray? Show me that. I haven't touched nicotine in 3 years. Come on, let's head down the corridor. I like how the different choices give you different responses, right? Different conversations, or slightly altered. It's pretty nice. I think it's that apartment just ahead. Wonder if she's up to talking to strangers right now. I hope the camera doesn't act up during the interview. What do you mean? It malfunctions. Sometimes it blanks out for no reason. I think they gave me this one because I'm new. Look, let's do this story, then Ferreira won't be able to deny you some new equipment. Let me try again. Even home? Say, did you work with Walter for long? What if she won't see us? No, if she won't see us, I'll think of something else. I doubt she's left the house since yesterday. Alright, third time's the charm. What do you want? Hi, Mrs. Martins? We're from Channel 8. We came to give you our condolences. Do you really need a video camera for that? We're making a special program about Walter. An homage, kind of retrospective, you see. He worked at the station for so long. So we wanted to talk to you about him, about what happened. Right. Fine, come in. Might be good to talk about it. Quick thinker, huh? You gotta be quick on your feet if you want to last on this job. Come on, before she changes her mind. There are a lot of books in this house. Anything interesting? There's a book that doesn't quite fit here. Let me see. It's an electronics manual. It's bookmarked on a page about the cathode ray tube, the CRT. The pages are loose. Interesting, because before it said there was a book missing, but now when we actually look at it with Juliana, we get the sense that it's a manual. The jacket is censored? Was censored for a second? Is that a horseshoe? Seems so. Like, for good luck? I didn't know Walter was superstitious. I can hear her putting water in the filter. She'll be back soon. Check out all you can now. This plant is begging for water. Guess it's been neglected in the last few days, considering all that happened. Oh. Random things are getting censored. Walter's breaking through. Holy shit. Weird. There's a painting here, a lake. I think Mrs. Martins painted this. Look at the headline, The Tragic Passing of Walter Martins. Boy, they moved fast to cover this one. Happened live. Of course it was shocking. You knew Walter better than I. He read a lot? Oh, he read most of the newspapers every day. I guess these books belong to Mrs. Martins. Coffee's almost done. Will you have one? No, I'm fine. Feel free to have one if you change your mind. Refuse some liquid anxiety. Caffeine yellows your teeth. So, did you think it over? I did. Let's get this done with. Great. We'll begin shortly. Let's shoot the interview on that chair, Silva. Ready? No, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. We're here with Mrs. Adriana Martins, wife of Walter Martins, our dear colleague who left us so abruptly. She agreed to give us an interview during these most trying of times. The house itself really tells a story about how you two lived. There was a storm then, right? Yes. I mean, I remember lightning struck nearby here, right when we saw an electronics manual. Walter was an avid reader. What had he been reading these last few days? He'd walk all around the house with some manual or something in his hands. An electronics manual, I think. He kept messing around the VCR. I noticed because he even stopped reading the papers. The amulet above the front door. Did Walter have any superstitions? He didn't seem to have one, but I was just a coworker. You know, we never get to completely know someone, right? No, never. He wasn't religious either. So that amulet above the front door is yours? No. Care to elaborate? No. Fair enough. The sickly plant, there are many books in the house. The painting. The paintings in the living room, they're yours, yes? Yes. I've been practicing for years. I like painting my dreams. I was preparing Walter's portrait. Can't even look at it now. Look, I'm sorry. I don't think I can keep going. Of course, Miss Martins. We have enough material already. It was so different, so nervous. I never expected... No one expected that, No one expected that, Mrs. Martins. I still can't even imagine Walter handling a gun. Gun? What gun? So we go through this again. And last time I said a knife, so that's a... No, I was told he hanged himself. What? Oh, how can that be? My God. I knew it. Ever since he got that damn tape. The tape he tried to broadcast? Well, that wasn't the tape. Not the original one. That was the copy. So we've been through here. We're going to quickly go through again. So she's going to go outside. Juliana wants to watch it. Are you crazy? I'm out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there. I'm not letting you throw this opportunity away. Look, you don't have to watch it. Just film me as I'm watching it. We'll have more takes that way. We can insert the tape's content in the video during editing. That's it. A commendable effort. We tried. All right, let's make some room here. All right, let's begin. Let's get my first impressions on film. We can fix it all on editing later. Interesting that she's still Juliana with two N's. There, I'll press play. It's starting. What is this place? I don't recognize this building. These symbols. I can almost... Do they mean anything to you? Gives me deja vu. Really? Me too. But where would I have seen this before? What's weird to me is that the way you are filming her reaction is by watching the back of her... You have a brain. I guess that kind of protects us, though, because we're still not looking directly at the TV screen. I don't know. It probably is also to, like, avoid animations. I feel like that's what this game does really well, is it hides the fact that it's not implementing animation work at all, really. So, you know, they've done a really smart job with this. Oh, it's changed. Good. So he did go inside the building. What is this place? Looks like a prison. So we said a school before. Looks like a museum. Yeah, but look at the exhibition. Who would authorize this type of thing? He's just walking by everything. What sort of building is this? It's way too long. Look, there's someone up ahead. That guy, he looks... I still don't pick up on what the hell is being said. Did you get that? No. Chard? Who's Chard? You really heard that? I can't understand a damn thing. Let me turn up the volume one more time. You don't need to do that. On? Now? Yeah, the footage might be useful. Let me get the button. 6th floor, apartment 608. That was new. Look like you've seen a ghost. Oh my god, these lines are making so much more sense now that we're getting the cuts from the past experiences of running through this. Really well done. Like, this is so well planned out, and things are starting to make so much more sense as you go through it more and more and more and more. Because you have the experience, and then you flash back to the experience, and the lines just hit so well. Very well done. I really like that. You look different today. I changed my makeup. So things are changing. We're starting to have these flashbacks, deja vu moments. Are you asking about the tape? Yes. Come on, get in. We're about to begin. Will you have anything? Tea, coffee? No, thanks. Well, I'll go make something anyway. Is this raincoat wet? Mrs. Martins must have worn it yesterday. There was a storm, right? Look, there's a ripped notebook page in this pocket. Some notes. I keep seeing those same numbers, so I returned here. A metal box appeared. It has a numeric pad. I can't open it. Like metal trees, I say... Radio towers, the numbers once again. 2 radio towers? Weird notes. Must have had a lot on his mind these last few days. And if you can see them, they hid things from us. Hey, take that thing down. What? You heard me. You can reach up there if you jump, right? So take it down. It's getting on my nerves. What the hell? My mom had one just like it at home. Looking at this thing reminds me of her, and I don't want to remember her. So, can you take that down? I'm not going to do that. Do you always talk back like that? Just a little favor. Come on, we'll put it back up later. I'm not messing up the poor woman's home. Fine. There's a VHS collection here. They're all labeled and organized. Huh. Number 5 is missing. So we had 2 and 5. So we're getting the numbers maybe to that metal box that they were talking about. So we have 2 and 5 so far. We're going to the areas where they look censored, and we are getting numbers from them. So you see Walter, then we see Juliana in front of us. There's a tape here on the VCR. There's something written on the label. It's pretty faded. I can only read T. That comes before the numbers. Well, if I'm going to snoop, let's play this. So it's potentially T... What was it? 25, did I say? T25? Now on Teleforum, Walter Martin's interview. Interview specialist. Glitching out, weird noises. Hey, cut it out. Too much noise will attract Mrs. Martin's attention. Ah, right, my bad. So T25. There's an old newspaper here. Yeah, we're getting things that we couldn't click on before. Walter kept some specific issues. There's a highlighted article. Police has closed investigations on the missing persons case at a lake upstate. Oh shit, so probably the drowned lake is directly connected to this, actually. Nothing but one videotape has been found. So we have T251. The family protests against the police inaction. That's old news, forget it. So it seems like maybe this drowned lake thing happens before Teleforum, but is directly connected. I love the lighting they've done in this game and like just the subtle movement. The audio is fantastic. It's well taken care of. I think Mrs. Martins didn't let the tragedy affect her routine. Interesting, before the plant was getting ready to die. Now it's just fine. Maybe it's what's keeping her functional right now. Might get some new opportunities. Let's play the reporter. Mrs. Martins? What is it? Are you done? Not yet. Juliana's watching the tape. Meanwhile, I want to ask you some questions for your program. Shouldn't the girl be asking the questions? Yes, but she's busy with the tape. Of course, always the tape. Fine, let's do the interview of yours. Better think very carefully about these questions of yours. How was Walter on that day? Normal, just like any other day. He spent so much time watching that thing, but his behavior was the same. He was uneasy, but I never thought it would come down to this. I'm not sure you've seen it, but he left a note. I only noticed minutes after it had already happened. The only strange thing that day was that he made a copy of the tape. Why did he make a copy? Why do we copy anything? To preserve, to share? That's what I think, at least. To share. Just thinking about that girl alone in my living room watching that thing makes my skin crawl. See, why is she so interested in that tape? I wouldn't know. No? Isn't that why you came here? I mean, isn't that what the story's about? I don't remember. Don't you think that colleague of yours is acting a little strange? I could swear I've seen her before. To be honest, I have a feeling I've seen you before, too. I don't think so. I haven't been working there for that long. Maybe that's why you don't seem to be like her. Not yet, anyway. Me? Yes. Why are you in this anyway? Can we conclude the interview first? No, we can't. You came here. I didn't call anybody. I have the right to ask my questions. You know, I get it. I get the idea of moving up the ladder, the allure of sensationalist piece of news. You can see it too, can't you? Nothing good came from this tape, from this whole thing. It really didn't cause anything positive until now. I know that better than anyone. And if that's the case, wouldn't it be better to stop? Well, I don't want this story to be broadcast. I'm telling you quite plainly, drop the camera. You serious? You could tell him the crazy old lady clawed at you. I don't care. Here, a little push out the window. But I can't do that. I don't give a damn if you can't. Just drop it. Deny her influence. You won't do it, will you? That's fine. Look, I've got a splitting headache. Go check if she's done, then leave, please. I want my living room back. Thank you for the interview, Mrs. Martins. Upheld your professionalism. The story must go on, right? Right? Oh, shit. This is so creepy. Just this view. I don't know why. Something so simple, but it's just so creepy. Hello, Walter. Is that you who falters? Need to reach the apartment. The apartment. Which apartment? Sure, why not? Yes, that was it. I had someone else with me. Jew. Not with two ends. That's right. The bitch. Damn. That tape. What I saw on it. I was seeing and forgetting the name of what I saw. How many things have I already forgotten? How many fake memories have I recalled? The apartment. She stayed there. Better to record everything. Everything can be used. I need to go on. Is this the right way? Weird smell here. Gunpowder? So gunpowder is going to run off. Then we'll chase after gunpowder. We read the note already. Gunpowder, I'm going inside. Enough, the story. It was all wrong since the start. Elevator would be faster, stairs seem safer. The stairs, I found the stairs. Rewind 3. Gunpowder? I'm going inside. I want to leave this place. Enough, this story. It was all wrong since the start. Elevator would be faster. Just go already. Rewind 4. I'm glad we didn't have to restart all of that just to go back to that bit. Oh, the woods? Going backwards? Seeing legs? I'm glad they really only let you play it through like twice, and then they're like, okay, at this point, you don't need to keep going through everything. No, forget it. I'm only doing this to gather as much footage as possible. I was told that was important once. Gunpowder, I'm going in. It's a goal. Yep, that's a bit new. Echoes of a videotape. I can only read T before the numbers, so it looks like it is T251. Echoes of Void. The tape number 5 is missing. Echoes of a note. There were 2 radio towers. Nothing to click on here. There. Echoes of a newspaper. Nothing other than 1. Videotape was found. I've got a message for you. Turn it off.
Caros telespectadores,
Seeing
boa
viewers,
noite.
good night.
Hoje nós teremos uma transmissão especial do nosso programa.
Today we'll have a special broadcast. It's already too late. Their lenses have become our eyes, all we see. This is new. I understand the enthusiasm to search for more, to learn more. But you know what happened to me when I did the same. Why did you go down this path? Well, it doesn't matter. You've reached the truth, viewer, and it has a price. We don't need to fully pay it, though. We don't need to subject ourselves. Listen. They have no control over this. Not yet. Turn the video off. Go away and do not come back. You'll slip through their fingers. The greatest of rebellions. Go away. Do not come back. They keep saying they, too. It's like, okay, is this aliens? Is this a governmental thing? Because the big focus is on the media and how the media can be implemented and can change stories or can push a certain narrative, is how I'm taking it as, at least. Ooh, I think we unlocked everything because now we're to the beginning again where we're getting all the introductions to the developer, the publisher. We're still missing a video, though. There's still one left. But that there, what we just had, felt like an ending. You know what I mean? Like, that felt like a true ending, though. And we do know, so they're pushing Our Lady of the Drowned Lake, which is a game that's coming up. We know that it is tied into this world because it was a case that was talked about that happens prior to this. So we know that much. because they say it's mentioned in an issue of a newspaper. And they talk about a drowning at a lake or whatever it is. So we see a connection there. We see that kind of getting a sense of the timeline. Okay, we're back to Juliana with 2 N's again instead of 1. But her photo looks like herself again. It's not shorter. The hair isn't shorter. She doesn't look as sort of manic. Okay, this is right, Billy. Hey, you got the camera on? So we've picked this. I think we've already picked this as well. Weird. Well, it's recording now. Right. So we've done this before. We're getting that beep. Wait a minute. T251. Ah, it's T512. Your next step's very important. In this place, we can't reread. So it was T512. We're at the woods. Cameraman, how did I get here? I feel a presence here. Oh, this is the lake. Better keep moving. My thoughts are slippery. Before this, we were going to the apartment. How many times did we go to the apartment? I need to concentrate on something. Those things. Those things that weren't there before. The note. Yes, it was in the coat's pocket. A note from Walter. It said something about trees. That presence again. Better move. I don't know what trees these are. Have you ever seen trees like this before? Focus. What else was there? The newspaper. The newspaper had a particular article. The newspaper reported Walter's death. Well, there were 2 different newspapers, but this specific one was a particular article. A disappearance, a lake. It's closer now. I'm tired. I want to sleep. No, I can't. There's something else on my mind, yes. A videotape. An old episode of Teleforum. Mrs. Martins handed us the tape. Juliana watched the tape and then everything was gone. That presence. Walter, good night. Walter? You know me? I think I've been wandering this place for a while now. Apparently stopping and waiting was the best choice. Wait. My hands are tingling. Think carefully about what you're going to say. Where are we? I've been to your house. We watched the tape. Where are we? That place right there. Nailed it. You know what this game gives me? Point-and-click version vibes of Alan Wake. 100%. This feels like Alan Wake. And I'm totally down for it. I love the mixed media vibes. The in-game engine mixed with the photos, mixed with the video. I like how things are cryptic and you're trying to piece them together. Things are changing and you're trying to remember again. I like how we're getting these little bits and pieces being revealed to us, making it rewarding to rewind. I like how the themes are tied in so well together and how, visually everything just pulls you in. Auditorily, everything just pulls you in. Damn, we're still trying to get this last video too. But we had a new experience, which is great. So we're back to the woods, back to the drowned lake. I looked up what MindMine is. Oh, what is it? This is based on the French term mise en abîme, Literally, placement in abyss, which is described as the technique of placing a copy of an image within itself, often in a way that suggests an infinitely recurring sequence. That ties in very well to this. An answer that seems appropriate considering the reoccurring themes of loops and repetition in the game. Absolutely. Oh, there was a note on the in the hallway on the floor. I remember a note on the hallway floor. Even the paper smelled like cigarettes. That presence again. Better move. I don't know what trees these are. Have I ever seen these trees? Seen trees like this before? Copying the tapes reminds me of The Ring. Oh, true too. What else was there? The newspaper. Reported on Walter's death. Yes, that he killed himself with what? I can't recall that. It's closer now. I'm tired. Want to sleep. Mrs. Martins handed us the tape. Oh, now we're seeing a boat. First we saw Walter, now we're seeing a boat. The presence. My hands are tingling. Embrace the force, sail the fucking lake. Let's go. Copying the tape, spreading the curse. Helping keep the loop going. God, and the fact that there are so many options, and that this is a free game, mind you, but there's so many options that you can take in this game. That's still freaking locked. Hey, take that thing down. What? You heard me. Take it down. Okay, fine, I'll take it down. We didn't take it down last time. There you go. You didn't lose any fingers, did you? It's not a horseshoe. You should keep that. What a strange object. What do I do with this now? I don't care, as long as it's away from me. It's an opportunity for me. Walter also worked many jobs before selling as an anchorman. Radio, sound operator, and so on. Fine, let's do this interview of yours. You better think very carefully about the questions of yours, which also Walter said to us too, by the way. I don't know, I never watched it. Walter made me promise I'd never watch it. I was kind of curious before, not anymore. You know where the tape came from? No, we need to investigate this. I think he got it at home, but I didn't see who delivered it. Walter collected movies, hard to find film recordings. I thought it was just another one. Just thinking about that girl alone in my room, or in my living room. Why is she so interested in the tape? Because it's an important piece of this case? I wouldn't know. No? Isn't that why you came here? I don't get to pick my tasks, which we've already picked, but still. So you choose to omit yourself, right? No, I shouldn't blame you. So we've gotten this bit before. The object weighs heavily in my pocket. No, don't say anything. The look on your face says it all. There are certain pursuits that aren't worth it. They are far too costly. Something is weighing on my head. Something is weighing on my heart. Something is weighing on my stomach. Okay, this is new now that we have the amulet. Our job is to inform people so others don't need to pay the same cost. Something is weighing on my stomach, my heart, my head. Something is weighing on my head. This is too much for you, isn't it? I know that because it's been too much for me, too. The camera's too heavy. This is too much for you, isn't it? I got something here that... It's fine, it doesn't matter. I don't want this story to be broadcast, I'm telling you quite plainly. So now, we're getting a little bit of a new thing here, since we took the amulet, the horseshoe or whatever. The camera is too heavy. You can tell them the crazy old lady clawed at you, I don't care. Here, A little push out the window. The camera is too heavy. Deny the object in your pocket. This is both very new. It used to be either throw it or refuse it. The camera's too heavy. So I wonder if it was the amulet bit that we needed. So what we're seeing like a long hallway. We see like a tunnel. We see a wooded area. We see Walter. There's another one I can see in a walkthrough. Panda's MindMine's cheat sheet, this is true. There's another one? Is it based off the 512 or is it something completely different? Did the options on the TV screen change? So there might be another elevator code? It's different. Okay, what is it? Let's just... What's the code? Sent you a picture of the screenshot. Act 3. Oh! T124. So instead of 512, it's 124. It shows up in Act 3, when you play through it for a third time, on the TV choices. But it stands out, but it's also very subtle, because you see it and you go, okay, yeah, it's the same thing, right? This is the same, this is the same, this. So you don't even think about this at this point. T124, that's sneaky as shit, because that's not even tied into, what do I want to say? That's not even tying into unlocking any of the video footage either. I wonder if this takes us to the Teleforum studio. Oh, shit. Thank you for that, Panda. This one is hella sneaky. Oh, now we're just walking through everything. The store won't take damaged goods back. Feature film. No one's talking. We could knock and then we could hit the doorbell. Walter! Hi there, bud. How you doing? Operator, Mr. Walter Martins? You are in possession of a VCR, correct? Yes, what do you want? I have a very special delivery for you, sir. Oh, so yeah, the wife talks about this. We do reveal this in the third act, actually. I remember this now. Where we talk about the new VCR, which is what I was mentioning. And then we talk to the wife, and the wife says, oh, I don't know how he got it. I mean, he's a big fan of films, and he gets videos and, you know, rare footage and stuff like that. This tape. You paid attention to the signs. I remember that day. This game is about memory, too, what you remember seeing. And to be honest, I didn't pay attention to the signs, my bad. That is cool. I love that. Well, thank you for that, Panda. That made my night with that. So we get to see that little extra. Do we have to see it? No, but it is kind of neat. And we at least know now that the person that dropped it off is considered the operator. It's someone that Walter did not know. But that someone did specifically choose him, made sure he had a VCR, and gave him that tape to watch. So we know that there was someone behind it for sure that wanted to give him this for a very specific reason. And yeah, it might be useful to know in the next game, right? Very good point. Thank you for that. So that is Teleforum. If you enjoyed the playthrough, make sure to follow here on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube for free and hit that bell notification icon. That way you can get notified whenever more videos, more playthroughs, more reviews, more early access and betas and alphas go live on the channel. But until then, I will see you in the next video.